What is up, guys? My name is Hunter and welcome to the first video on my personal channel. I've been wanting to make this channel for so long, you guys. Some of you may know me from our couples channel that we have, which is Hunty and Leo. There's just a lot of videos that I wanted to film that don't really go with what we do on there, so I decided to make this one. So for my first video, I decided to talk about the plastic surgery that I've gotten, only because I get asked all the time. Like on my Instagram, I get messages from girls that have seen me on doctors' websites or whatever, and it's not something that I hide. I have absolutely no shame in my game. So I just wanted to answer a lot of the common questions that I get and kind of explain my journey. So I'm just gonna start out with what I've gotten done. This video is solely gonna be basically on one of the procedures, but I have gotten my nose done. I've gotten a rhinoplasty and I've gotten a breast augmentation. Those are the only two plastic surgeries that I've had. I do have fillers in my lips, and on and off I get Botox in my forehead as like a preventative thing, but other than that, that's all I have. So I asked you guys on my Instagram page to let me know what questions you guys had. So I'm just going to be reading them. Okay, so today I'm only going to be talking about the rhinoplasty because that was the majority of questions I got. And I feel like it's just going to be too long if I try and answer questions about both. So that's what we're going to do. If you guys want me to do a whole separate video on my breast augmentation and that whole process, where I went, how much, all that, then let me know down in the comments, okay? Before I get into these questions, you guys, don't forget to like this video and subscribe since it is my new channel, and comment down below what videos you would like me to do. Okay, so the first one is, did they break your nose to do your rhinoplasty? I don't know 100%, but I want to say no. I don't think so. I will, at the end of this video, insert a before and after picture so you guys can see what it looked like before I got it done, but I don't think they broke it. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, off topic question. Do you have a BBL? No. If I did, okay, this is kind of funny because I get asked this so much, and I just feel like if I had a BBL or if I were to do anything to like alter my butt, I would have made it a lot bigger than it is. Like, my butt is not big at all. It's just like perky and round, so it like looks maybe like I did. I don't know. I take it as a compliment. Recovery process and things you wish you knew beforehand to help. So the recovery process for me, honestly, was really easy. I was very scared. This is like a surgery that I had wanted, I don't even know, like forever. I hated my nose. It's the center, like, focal point of your face, like whether you realize it or not. It changes the way you look so much, and I'm honestly like not embarrassed, but you guys will see what I looked like before, and it is wild. So the recovery process for me was really easy. I think part of it has to do with like going in with a positive attitude. Obviously you're nervous and whatever, but I was just like so excited for the surgery. I knew what I wanted. I knew anything that I got was going to be better than what I had. So I feel like that had to do a little bit with it. And then I didn't take any of the prescribed pain pills that I got. I literally only took Tylenol. I was in literally zero pain. I just took the Tylenol just in case and to like try and help with the swelling. I would say like more than anything, it was uncomfortable because you have a cast on the top of your nose, a huge pad underneath for the blood. I will try and insert a picture here or here and show you guys what I looked like on like day 2 and 3. I looked so much worse than I felt. Like I had 2 almost swollen shut black eyes, very puffy, very bruised, but like it wasn't really painful. It was just uncomfortable because I basically slept like this. Like I basically slept like sitting up because you don't want that drainage to go like down your throat, and also if you're laying down, the swelling's going to be 10 times worse. So I basically slept sitting up, so that was uncomfortable. And then, at least for me, I had zero air going in and out of my nose. Like, I could not breathe at all. So I was mouth breathing, and that's never fun. So yeah, I think literally, I think it was like the next day I was out and about. I mean, I didn't care how I looked. So recovery for me was easy. I know it's not the same for everybody depending on how much you have done, but for me it was easy. And then the second part of that question was things you wish you knew beforehand to help. Honestly, I watched a ton of YouTube videos, kind of like this one, of girls kind of explaining what they went through, things that they needed. I ended up getting, I think I got like a humidifier or something like that, which I didn't use. So I wish I didn't buy that because that was kind of expensive. And then the only other thing that I would have gotten was more like gauze stuff to go under my nose, because they only gave me a couple and I ended up needing a little bit more. But other than that, like, I didn't need a whole lot. Like, they pretty much give you what you need, and it's just keeping up with your rest. One thing that I will say that I feel like helped me, I started taking arnica, the little tiny tablets. I do not remember for the life of me where I got them, but I started taking those, I think like 3 days before surgery, like as often as I could, as much as it said on the back of the bottle. And then I continued taking them throughout that first week of my recovery. So I feel like that kind of helped too. Who did your nose and how much? So I went to Dr. Bill Portuis in Seattle, Washington. That's where I used to live. I'm over here in California now, but I got it done, I think, I actually don't remember the year. I think it's been like 4 years, maybe 5 years, 4 or 5 years. And that's why I went to Dr. Bill Portuis. He is amazing. Like, I was scared, like, as I was like looking around at surgeons, I was kind of scared to go to somebody that was gonna make me look like I had a nose job. Like, you guys have seen it, like the pinched noses. Like, I was not going for that look. I didn't like that look. I just wanted, I basically had like a huge bump from when you looked at me from the side, and I absolutely hated that. And then like the way that my nose was shaped from the front, like I literally looked like Squidward. Like, it was I remember it being less bad than when I look at pictures and I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, he is amazing. When you go for your consultation, they take pictures of you and they put it in on a computer, and he kind of can move it and show you like about what like your end result will be. Mine was a million times better than the little simulation on the computer. I also brought him quite a few pictures of noses that I liked, which I suggest you do for any surgery or any surgeon that you go to see if it's something that they can achieve. So definitely do your research, but if you are willing to travel or if you live in Seattle and want this done, I 1,000 times over will recommend him. I have sent him so many people and I will continue to do so because I am so happy with my results. And yeah, let me just show you what I look like from the side now. Like, stop it. I still sometimes like can't believe like what a difference it's made for me and my confidence. And so I say, if you've ever thought about it, and you have any reservations, this is your sign to just do it. The second part of that question was how much. This was 4 or 5 years ago, like I said. But the last that I've seen, I don't think that the prices has gone up that much. So I think I paid like maybe like $8,500 or a little under $9,000, including the consultation fee, which is, well, I don't actually know like the average price, but I feel like it's not that bad. And the last I saw, I think it's still like around $9,000 for the entire thing. Some people will need other things done. You know, like if you have a deviated septum or, you know, whatever else you may need, obviously the price can differ. But for me personally, I paid around, I think in total, like around $9,000. So, not that bad. Next question, is it worth it? And do you like what you have done? yes, it is worth it. Like I just said, I would do it over again. It was not a hard process. I would say the worst part of the recovery was, I think it was like on day 6 when you go and get your cast off. For like 20 minutes, you can kind of see, I say kinda because your nose is like so swollen. You can kind of see your results and you're like obsessed, but literally from the time that I left his office to the time I got home, my nose was so swollen because it didn't have that like pressure on it from the cast anymore. And so it was pretty swollen for the next like few weeks. They say that it's not done fully healing, I think like 6 months to a year. But for me, I would say like for sure by the end of that 6 months, like I probably like 90 or 95% of the swelling was down. The last little bit is always going to be like in the tip of your nose. But one thing that I did was I YouTubed like how to tape your nose. My doctor did not tell me to do this. I don't know if it would harm your nose in any way. A lot of doctors do have you tape your nose. I only did it at night just so that I could kind of get some of that swelling to go down, especially at night. You know, once you start laying down, you'll wake up, your nose is like huge and it's not cute. And then another thing that I had, I don't know if it's common or whatever, but like I had a very runny nose, it felt like, for a few months after surgery. Like anytime I would bend over like to grab something, like I was like I felt like my nose was really runny. Nothing crazy obviously, but yeah, I'm getting off track. So it was for sure worth it, and I love it. I'm so happy with it. This one kind of asked the same question, how was the healing? Like I said, super easy, not painful. Take your meds if you need them, but honestly not that bad. So those were all of like the main questions that got re-asked 100 times. So I'm just gonna give a quick rundown because one question I did see was like, what was the process? So for me, it was fairly quick. I got in for a consultation, and I ended up, I believe, booking my surgery that same day. I just felt like I had a few consultations with other doctors for my nose and my boobs actually. But it's all about how you feel. I like with the surgeon, you know, some people try and just rush and get you out of there and like, do you want the surgery or not? Like for me, Dr. Portuguese was so nice and answered all the questions I have. Like make sure if you're going to any consultation, make sure you write down a list of questions that you want answered before you leave, because sometimes like they give you all this information and you kind of get flustered. So it helps if you have that like written down so you know what you want to know. So I'm pretty positive I booked my surgery that day after we had taken the pictures, after they had shown me on the computer like what my nose was gonna look like. And like I said, my nose looks so much better than what they said it was gonna look like. I liked how it looked on the computer, but I was asking him like, can you bring the tip like closer to my face? Which we did. And then yeah, so we did all that. I booked my surgery. I think it was like maybe a month out. I do not remember. It's been a while, but I know it wasn't that far. The day of surgery, I checked in. I didn't have to wait long. I brought all those pictures with me. I think you know, you can either bring it to the consultation or the surgery. And I just showed him, you know, like this is kind of what I'm going for. This is what I wanted to look like. Because my main thing was my side profile. Like looking back now, when I look at pictures from the front, it was really terrible too. But my like main thing, I never wanted to be seen from the side. I never wanted pictures from the side. Like I was just so self-conscious all around. So a lot of the pictures that I brought in were like side profiles of girls. So we did that. I showed him those pictures, and then we got right to it. I think the surgery, he said, was only like 45 minutes, you guys. It was very quick. And for me, when I go under anesthesia and I wake up, I am extremely nauseous, and it's not fun because I have like a phobia of throwing up. That's a story for a whole nother time. But I told them that going in. So before my surgery, they gave me extra nausea stuff. They said they would give that to me through my IV. I was also wearing a patch behind my ear. And then when I woke up, I've never had this done any other time I've had surgery. And I've had a few surgeries that aren't plastic surgery. So I've had like 5 surgeries total. And when I woke up, they were feeding me like crackers and ginger ale, you know, to kind of help like settle your stomach from all the drugs that you just got, which I thought was like so nice. And I just remember like waking up, I kept going to touch my nose. Like I don't know why, like maybe to see if I could feel a difference, but I kept like bringing my hand up, and the nurse was like, don't touch it. And I kept doing that. I don't know why, but I stayed there for a little bit until I could kind of like get my shit together. And then my mom took me home and I just went to sleep. And then like a few hours later, I felt perfectly fine. Like I was eating normally, drinking. I felt really good, obviously just tired. And then the next couple days I looked terrible. Like it got progressively worse. Like day 3 I think was probably the worst, which you guys probably have already seen by now. But yeah, after that, day 6, I went back, got my cast off. And then it was just a healing journey from there. But like I said, I would do it over again, and I'll recommend him to anybody who's considering getting their nose done. So I hope that answered all your guys' questions. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer, or if you want me to talk about my breast augmentation process or anything like that, have any questions on that, let me know down in the comments. Also comment what other videos you'd like to see here on my personal channel. I'm super excited to have this. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.